From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Casino Secrets with Vegas Vic and Ziggy.
Hello and welcome to Casino Secrets with Vegas Vic and Ziggy. I'm Vegas Vic and this is Ziggy. Say hello, Ziggy.
Hello, Ziggy.
Well, now be a little bit more enthusiastic.
I should be introducing you.
No,
You're the star of the show.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce to you a gaming expert,
Thank you
the
very much.
author of 45 books. Available that you can get online, some for as low as $2.99. Ladies and gentlemen, Vegas Vic.
Ta-da! Okay, thank you very much.
And tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, well, now, before we get into the show, I wanted to say that we're calling our show Casino Secrets. We were previously calling it Las Vegas Live.
Yes.
And in our introduction, if you see it on our channel, LasVegasLiveTV.com, we are still calling it Las Vegas Live because we are broadcasting on what is our network, Las Vegas Live TV.
Right.
And so, but we retitled the program called Casino Secrets because we've been told by some of our viewers that since we're talking so much about some casino games and how to play them and answering questions from our viewers, we really should more accurately describe the program. Because Las Vegas Live looks like we're going to talking about other things like shows and showgirls.
It's like we're live on the strip at the moment, which we wish we could do this from there. That would be great.
We are only about 5 minutes away from the strip, but we are the Hugo Moneymaker. Right. Well, let's see.
So if you guys have any questions while we're talking about the show, while Victor's in the middle of one thing, I'm going to write your questions down. And then Victor will say, okay, what's our next question? And I'll let him know. So if you have any questions about Texas Hold'em at this time or during the show, please let us know.
Houston here, welcome.
Okay. So what is it you wanted to talk about regarding Texas Hold'em?
In our previous episodes, we had a very, very wonderful half-an-hour show, which I divided into 3 episodes on our channel.
Right.
How are you guys doing? Very well. So,
I'll write down the questions.
You write down the question, but somebody says, how are we doing? I'm doing very well, thank you.
We're doing great. We're having fun.
All right. So what happened is that we've had so many questions being asked that it's kind of hard to answer them all at once. And then we wound up talking a little bit more about slot machines, who we never really got around to talking some of the poker stuff.
True.
And so today, what I wanted to do is specifically start talking about generally live poker. Now, live poker, that's the kind of stuff you see on TV as opposed to video poker. Mm-hmm. So if you're not familiar with live poker, that's the game that you play between other players with chips and cards as opposed to playing against the machine.
Okay.
And so what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Texas Hold'em specifically because, as we all know, Texas Hold'em is the main game that's used in the World Series of Poker. And so Ziggy's going to write down the question. Go ahead, write it down.
Okay, I will.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about that particular game because that game is the main game that's played, of course, in the World Series of Poker in the championship event. And in the last few years, since the poker boom ended, it really hasn't been on ESPN as much as it has been before. I'll thank you for the hearts. There has been poker has kind of gone more quiet from the mainstream media, and for a few years between 2003 and 2006, it was just very, very huge.
All over the place.
It was all over the place, and some people may think that the game has died, which is far from the truth. It's just been kind of put more into the background, mostly because of what happened with the online gaming in the United States. But that's also changing because states like Nevada and Delaware and New Jersey, thank you very much for the hearts, have online poker available already. And very soon there'll be California. And eventually this will be, of course, again, as popular as it was online with other games as well. Mm-hmm. But here in Las Vegas and in other casino games are the game of Texas Hold'em and other games of poker are very much alive and doing very well. And so what I wanted to do is just very briefly touch on some of the playing principles. Do I have an ace up your nuts?
You're not supposed to be reading the screen.
I know, but I can't help it. I mean, yeah, there's the Howard Stern thing.
I want to block this monitor from you.
Yeah, no, well, I know, I can't help it. If somebody says if I have an ace up your nuts, perhaps I should say that I have my nuts up my ace.
Yes. Well, I don't have any sleeves, so the ace must be at my nose.
That's right, yes.
Okay.
Somebody just said something like that.
Yes, I know.
What was it? Shut up?
No, it said fuck up.
Oh, it said fuck up? Really?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
well, gee. So what was the question that you wrote?
Well,
so I can start out with it.
well, the question basically kind of goes off topic. Is that he says that a lot of people already know about poker.
Right.
There's not that information about sports betting.
Yeah.
And he was more interested in finding out more about sports betting, where there's less information about than there is video poker, where there is a lot of information about.
Okay, well, live poker we're talking about, not video poker.
Okay.
But yeah, so we can get to sports betting.
That is a topic we could do
Yeah.
at another week.
Right, so what was the other question that you wrote?
Well, we have people just trolling.
Yeah, we have people just trolling and
Oh, we don't have any other questions at this time about video poker, live poker, I mean.
Somebody said that he wants to suck.
Yes, I know. Well, that's part of our audience.
It's part of our audience. I'm sorry, I can't do better than you, Pucker Boy. So, anyway, so I wanted to talk about Texas Hold'em. Now,
Yeah.
People may be familiar with the game, and some people may not. And so, what I really wanted to do is just briefly touch on some of the playing principles and some of what's happening in the game.
Okay.
Texas Hold'em, being a live poker game, is played on a table between players, which means that the casino is not involved in the equation.
Right.
And that means that that you're not playing against the casino, and that means that there is no inherent house edge in the game.
Which is great.
This is the only casino game where the house, the owner, the casino, does not participate. They merely facilitate the game.
Mhm.
They provide the room, they provide the services, the chips, the cards, the dealers, the cocktail girls, and all that stuff.
Got it.
Now, they make their money by taking a percentage of each pot, which is called the rake.
Mhm.
And that can be anywhere from 5% to 10%, up to about $5.
Okay.
If there is a progressive jackpot, they take an extra $1 for the progressive jackpot, and that could be bonus $100 for four of a kinds, or it could be bonuses for straight flushes and royal flushes and so forth.
Okay.
And sometimes bad beat jackpots. You can always find it out when you go to the casino poker room and ask them about this.
Okay.
And now in some of the higher games, the casino makes money by charging what's called a time charge. And that is that, for example, every half hour when the deal is changed, the casino will then collect $5 or $6 or $10 from the players, depending on what the limits are on that particular game.
Okay.
Again, you can find that out very easily by simply asking the poker room manager about what happens and which games have rake and what percentage and which games have time charge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sorry, go ahead. Did you want to ask him something?
I'm trying to read a question.
Oh, okay. Bucket aces seems to be something.
Yep, and I read it and I didn't understand it, so
Okay, well, I'll get
rephrase the question because I want to
just-
write it down.
Just remind me of pocket aces.
Okay,
I'll get to that in a
perfect.
minute.
You got it.
Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Texas Hold'em, the game is played on a table that can have up to 10 players, and there is a small blind and a big blind. And if you don't know what that is, you can always look it up in my poker videos, which you can.
And where can they get those poker
On
videos?
my website, morecasinodeals.com,
there.
on the homepage there is a link called How to Play Live Poker, and that'll take you to a lot of instructional videos about live poker, including Texas Hold'em. And all of these things are going to be explained over there, and I don't want to kind of encumber our broadcast here by going through things that most people may probably already know.
Okay.
And so...